Yo, what's up everybody, Forza Gaming here. Today I am bringing you all 8 Fortnite items that you most likely forgot were vaulted inside of Fortnite Battle Royale. But before I say anything, I am on spring break this week, and because of COVID-19, we are probably going to be getting a spring break extension. If that does happen, then I will crank out a lot of videos, because I just love cranking out videos, and with more time I can do stuff like weekly challenge guides, which I would love to do one of those. And yeah, so pretty much yeah, so spring break, but COVID-19 is probably gonna get extended, so yeah. But if you all like the video and would like to see more of these types of videos, just go down there, like the video, comment down below. I love reading and responding to your comments. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification. We've gained 4 subscribers in the last week and a half, and I haven't uploaded once, so thank you all so much for that support. It really does mean a lot to me, as I am trying to grow this YouTube channel a lot. And yeah, but thank you all for the support. And without further ado, the first item on this list is going to be the Chiller Grenade. The Chiller Grenade is an item that was introduced in patch 7.30 and vaulted in patch 8.0, which is introduced in season 7, vaulted in season 8. Pretty much what it was is you would throw the Chiller Grenade at the ground at somebody's feet, or throw it at them, didn't really matter. And it would give them icy feet, and they would slip and slide all over the place, and they didn't have control over where they went. So here's some gameplay of the Chiller Grenade being used in creative mode. So yeah, pretty much as you can see, the Chiller Grenade was just a boring Chiller Grenade, and once you threw it at someone, as you can see, that's just me being creative. It's not me in Battle Royale or me trying to find a clip like last time, but you just threw it at someone, and once it hit them, it made their feet icy, and they had no traction, and they just slid around all over the place. So yeah, but the next item on this list is going to be the Storm Flip. Now the Storm Flip, it was an item that if you were inside of the storm, it created a force field around you where you would not take storm damage, and if you were not in the storm, it would create a force field around you where you would take damage. So it was introduced in patch 9.20, which is early in season 9, and then vaulted in patch 10.20, which is early in season X. So it was pretty much, it was an epic item, so it wasn't very common to get. You could get it from supply drops, chests, anywhere. And if you were in the storm, it created a field around you where you did not take damage, and if you were not in the storm, then it created a field around you where you did take damage. If you were caught in the storm surge when there was when you weren't in the storm, then it would do 5 tick damage a second. If you were in 5 tick storm and you popped it, you would not take damage. But if you were not in the storm and someone popped it and you were within the radius of it, you would take 5 storm damage a second. So here is some gameplay of the Storm Flip being used. So as you can see, the Storm Flip was pretty much an item where you threw it and it created a force field around you. If you were not in the storm, then it would, if you got in it, it would deal 5 storm damage a second. If you were in the storm, it would put a force field around you to where you did not take storm damage anymore. But yeah, so that's the Storm Flip. It was vaulted in season 10, and it was brought into the game in season 9. So the next item on this list is going to be the Shield Bubble. The Shield Bubble was pretty much an item. It was like a proximity grenade, but when you threw it down, it created a shield around you where you were protected. You couldn't shoot out of it, and no one could shoot in it. if someone wanted to come into it and kill you, they actually had to come into the bubble and kill you, because you couldn't shoot out of it. But at the same time, you couldn't shoot in it if you were outside of it. But if you're in it, you can't shoot out. You have to come in the shield bubble with it, or you have to leave the shield bubble if you're trying to kill someone out, or if you're trying to kill someone in the shield bubble, you have to go in the shield bubble. Gosh, that's tongue twister. But yeah, so yeah, the shield bubble was introduced in patch 10.2, which is season 10, and was vaulted in patch 11.0, which is chapter 2 season 1, when a lot of Fortnite items were vaulted. So was vaulted quite a bit ago, because amazingly chapter 2 season 1 came out almost 6 months ago. So yeah, here's some gameplay of the shield bubble being used. So yeah, that's the shield bubble. As you can see, you would just throw it down and it would create a force field around you. If you were outside of it, you could not shoot in, and if you were inside of it, you could not shoot out. So if you wanted to kill someone, you either had to leave the shield bubble or wait till they came in to kill them. Just a really useful thing, but in Team Rumble was really annoying, because if you were getting lasered, they just pop a shield bubble and bam, couldn't hurt them anymore. But yeah, that's the shield bubble. It was brought in patch 10.2 and vaulted in chapter 2 season 1. But the next item on this list is going to be the Junk Rift. The Junk Rift was an item where if you threw it down, it would send a bolt of lightning up into the sky, make a rift in the sky, hence the name Junk Rift, and junk would just fall down. It would bring cars, porta potties, dinosaurs, pretty much random stuff. Ammo. Yeah, ammo, mats, anything really, just junk. It would bring them out of a rift in the sky, and they would fall down if you and what the Junk Rift was really useful for was if you threw it on someone's building, then whatever came out of it, no matter what it was, porta potty, dinosaur, car, it would destroy the building that it got dropped on. So if you were in the middle of a match and it was the last person alive and they were building in a big 1x1, and you had the Junk Rift, you could just throw the Junk Rift over onto that person's structure and it would destroy the whole thing. The Junk Rift was introduced in the very first patch of season 10, 10.10, and it was vaulted in chapter 2 season 1. But yeah, so you just threw it and it would send a bolt of lightning up into the sky and then make a rift, and a whole bunch of junk would come down, and if you were under it when it did that, you would die. You were dead. So it brought junk with it, and it would destroy whatever it fell on top of. So here is some gameplay of the Junk Rift being used. So that's the Junk Rift. As you could see, you just threw it and it would shoot a bolt of lightning up into the sky, and a rift would form and it would drop a whole bunch of junk, and whatever was under it would get destroyed. If a 1x1 was under it, the 1x1 would get destroyed, and if you were under it, you'd be killed. But yeah, that's the Junk Rift. The next item on this list is going to be the Clinger Grenade, probably one of the most OG items on this list. The Clinger Grenade is an item where you could throw it wherever you wanted to and it would stick. So you could throw it onto a person's building, you could throw it onto a person, and unlike a regular grenade where you just throw it and it bounces around until it explodes, the Clinger Grenade, you threw it and whatever it hit, it stuck there, and then it exploded. So if someone threw a Clinger Grenade at you, it would stick on you and kill you, unless you had 100 to 100 shield. So the Clinger Grenade was introduced all the way back in patch 3.6, which is season 3. You know, kind of a little more than halfway through season 3. I definitely remember this item getting brought in. I remember all these items getting brought in, but I definitely do remember the Clinger Grenade getting added. And it was vaulted in patch 7.0 Yes, it was vaulted in patch 7.0, which is the beginning of season 7. It has since then been vaulted unless there was an LTM that it came out in. So here is some gameplay of the clinger grenade being used. So that's the clinger grenade. As you could tell, you threw it and whatever it stuck on it exploded. So, you know, if it got thrown on you, you would die unless you had 200 health. And just a really annoying weapon because unless you could hear the person behind you, you didn't know if it was going to get thrown at you. But yeah, introduced in patch 3.6 and vaulted in patch 7.0. So the next item on this list is most likely the most OG item on this list. It is going to be the Boogie Bomb. Now, a lot of people, once you hear Boogie Bomb, you know, once you hear Boogie Bomb, you remember it's in the vault, but you don't. When someone asks you, hey, think of the items that are vaulted, Boogie Bomb doesn't come to your head. But a lot of people remember it. If you're OG, you remember it. It was introduced in patch 1.11, which is like almost season 2. So it was brought into the game in season 1. It was vaulted in chapter 2, season 1. What a shame. No, not really. So it was in the game for the whole time since chapter 1, season 1, almost season 2, to chapter 2, season 1. So once you threw it at someone, it would pretty much make them dance for like 5 seconds. And when it first came out, I think it was actually 10 seconds, and then it got buffed and then vaulted. So you throw it at someone, and you wanted to throw it where they were going to go, not where they were, because it took some time to actually throw and hit them. So once you threw it at them, it would hit them, and a disco ball would pop up on top of them, and they'd just dance for about 5 seconds.
Yeah, you could also use
it
could also affect you.
If you throw it at yourself, it would also make you dance, and it'd be very annoying. With the Boogie Bomb, you didn't want to throw it where they were when you're gonna throw it. You want to throw it where you think they were going to go, because once you threw it, it took about 1.5 seconds to get there, unless it was like right there in front of you. So yeah, here is some footage of the Boogie Bomb. So yeah, that's the Boogie Bomb. As you could see, you would throw it. You could throw it at someone, or you could throw it at yourself. Same effect. Once you threw it and it hit you or another person, it would make them dance for about 5 seconds. And during that time, they were defenseless. You could shoot them, and they couldn't do anything back. They couldn't build. They could run, but that's the only thing they could do. So it was introduced in late season 1 and vaulted in chapter 2, season 1. So yeah, the next item on this list is going to be the airstrike grenade. The airstrike grenade was something that once you threw it, it would create a big flare, and missiles would come out of the sky, and they would come down and just wreak havoc on the whole area that you threw it on. And if you were in that area, you were dead. You were dead. You would throw it, and it would make a siren sound, as you'll see in the clip I'm about to show you, and smoke would go all over the ground. And if you were in that area of smoke, that you were dead. You were dead. So it was introduced in patch 9.30, which is kind of early in season 9, but not really. Almost halfway through season 9. It was vaulted in patch 10.0, and that's obviously season X. So one of the more shorter lived items on this list, but yeah, you're about to see why it was very short lived. So yeah, so you just throw it on the ground, and it would create a flare on the ground, and a siren would play, which is how you knew it was popped. And if you were in that flare radius, you were dead. So yeah, here is some gameplay of the airstrike grenade. I forgot what it was for a second. So as you can see, the airstrike grenade, pretty much you would just throw it and it would create smoke on the ground, a siren would play, and a whole bunch of rockets would come out of the sky, and they would come down and blow up whatever was in that little cloud of smoke on the ground. So yeah, but that is going to be the end of this video. That's 8 Fortnite items that you most likely forgot were vaulted. If you all did enjoy the video, please be sure to go down below, like the video, comment, and I will do the best I can to read and reply to all your comments. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, guys. It truly does mean a lot. We've been gaining a bunch of subscribers, 4 or 5 subscribers over the past week, and that just shows that there's people still out there watching my videos, and that gives me encouragement to make more videos. So if y'all want to see more videos, just go down there, destroy the like button, subscribe to the channel, share my videos so that other people can see them. And yeah, I'll try to push out more videos over the next week or two due to COVID-19. Probably gonna extend our spring break, and yeah, so that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video or stream, whichever one you catch next. So yeah, peace out. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Peace.